Johnson County in the Adrian area, or if you are in far western Emmanuel County, you are also included in this warning. So it is time to head to your tornado safe place in those spots. Let's flip back over to our velocity signature. It doesn't look as impressive as it used to, but it still looks decent enough to see rotation. And here's right where I'm talking about. So there's Orland right here. Here's Georgia 19, I believe that is. Let me just double check. 29. It is Georgia 29 right there along Interstate 16. So if you know where that is, you're in that area, tornado safe place, because we do still have signs of rotation. In fact, I can back this up and show you what this looks like, or what it looks like over the past few minutes. Let me just get this setting set up really quick. So there's when the warning got issued. We pull it forward a little bit, you notice it's not as strong. So we're not seeing as many grays and reds in this area as we were just a minute ago, but we're still seeing some pretty impressive values there near Orland, and that's where the tornado would be. So if you are in Blackville right now in Truliton County, we are in a tornado warning. Time to head to your tornado safe place. Let's go ahead, drill down in, get some more roads in here. So this is going to be north of Interstate 16 now. Here's Anderson Pond Road. There's County Road 87, George Spivey Road. And then over here, we've got Oriana Road, County Road 230, Triangle Trail, Anderson Pond Road. We were just talking about that. Mockingbird Lane. It is time to head to your tornado safe place if you are in those areas in Trutland County. Let's see, go further up into Blackville. That is Norwood Stevens Road, County Road 4, Gopher Ridge Road, it looks like Sherbert Road, Midway Church Road, Muskogee Road, Crossroad Trail. Time to head to your tornado safe place. We've got a tornado signature on radar that is right there. So here's Orland right here. That would be considered downtown Orland. Here's Sterling Mill Road, Bittersweet Trail. That's right where we have this signature right now, and this is moving towards the north and the northeast at about 25 miles an hour. So let's back this up, put a track on it, and see what we're looking at over the next little bit for Adrian and parts of southern Johnson County. So here we go at 25 miles an hour. And here we go. Oak Chapel 946, Blackville 951, Adrian Elementary School 958, Mount Zion Church, we're talking about 1006. This warning goes until 10 o'clock. The types of tornadoes that we typically see on a day like today are tropical in nature, which means they don't last too terribly long. They're not too terribly strong, but we are talking about an active tornado warning here in this red polygon until 10 o'clock for far eastern Lawrence County, western Trutland County, and then here's Emmanuel County here. Swainsboro is not in the warning. Here's Johnson County here. This is the far southern reaches of Johnson County that is in this warning. And there's that area of rotation right there. Let me denote that one more time for you here. So here it is. They're just to the southwest of Oak Chapel. So there's the rotation we're watching, and here's the track for it. Headed towards Oak Chapel here in the next few minutes. Blackville at 9:51. Adrian Elementary School in the city of Adrian at 9:58. That looks like Keys Church at 10:02. The font's really small over there. Sorry if I didn't get that correct. And then 10:06 there for Mount Zion Church. So just to reset things, coming up on 9:45 here, 9:43 right now, coming up on 9:45 in central Georgia. And if you're just tuning in, we do now have an active tornado warning in central Georgia. This does include Lawrence County, does not include the city of Dublin. In fact, let me see I'm going to run over to the Weather Center here and see if I can pop up the Dublin camera really fast and see if we can see anything, because we might be able to, but odds are we aren't. But I do want to double check since this is in the vicinity of Dublin. So what you're looking at on your screen right now is an active tornado warning just to the south and east of Dublin. I'm just looking around on this camera. It's dark outside. We don't even see lightning in this storm. That's very typical of tropical systems. But let me see if I can... Yeah, so I'm looking in the vicinity of the storm now from Dublin, and we are not seeing anything because we don't have lightning in the area, which, like I said, is normal for tropical systems. Let's see here. So we just got a new scan in, it looks like. The rotation there is not as strong as it once was, but it is still rotation, so it still has an active tornado warning on it. Let me see if I can give some all clears for some areas, if I can grab the right tool here. So the rotation will be right over Interstate 16, just past the Laurens-Trutland County line. So if you're in Orland, we saw that rotation there just a minute ago. If you are south of Georgia 29 now, it looks like we're all good. The rotation has passed to your north. Let me get some roads. If you're near Sandpit Road, Mulberry Drive, Red Bluff Church Road, Mercer Creek Road, you are all in the warning, but the rotation has now passed to your north. The rotation we're looking at here is, let me dial that in just one more time. There's Briarcliff Road, right where it crosses Interstate 16. In fact, let me hop over here and make sure we do not have any new information, and we do not from the National Weather Service yet. We're still looking at the active tornado warning until 10 o'clock. Let me just hop over to one more source to make sure we are not missing anything important. And it does not look like we are at the moment. But let me give you some more information here. So here we're talking about this tornado warning. So Interstate 16, we are talking about Interstate 16 between exits 67 and then on the west side, it would be exit 78. So between Interstate 16 between exits 67 and 78, that's where the rotation is, and that's where we are continuing to see this value here. So right along County Road, or Briarcliff Road, County Road 155, where it crosses Interstate 16, here's Oriana Road like we were talking about. Here's Muskogee Road up here, so seeing some strong winds there, and here is the overall rotation. So another thing to keep in mind with radar data is that it's old. We've got the radar there in Jeffersonville that's scanning and then sending us the information. So it's not too old, but this was probably about a minute ago. So if you are in the community of Blackville, it is time to head to your tornado safe place. We're talking about the lowest floor of your building or structure, most interior room. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Typically these are closets, these are bathrooms, rooms with no windows, sometimes bedrooms as long as they don't have windows, and they are not on the exterior portion of the structure. And it looks like actually this last scan, now that I'm looking at it in a bigger picture, it looks like it's tightened back up a little bit, which is concerning. Let me flip over to what we call the correlation coefficient. You might remember just a few minutes ago, we saw some yellows in here, which was not good because that indicated something was in the atmosphere that should not be there. And there it is right around Orland. It was right there, right around 9:37 when we began to saw that. Now we don't see anything organized that indicates any type of something in the atmosphere that should not be there. We just got something in from the National Weather Service. Let me check on that really fast. It's just a report out of the metro Atlanta area. Nothing pertaining to this storm right now. But again, we've got an active tornado warning. I know Laurens County is in the warning, but it doesn't seem like there's any kind of threat for Laurens County anymore. This is for Trutland County headed toward Blackville. So we were just talking about this area of the storm headed towards the Blackville area, which is right there at the intersection of Georgia 15 and Georgia 86. So if you are along Georgia 15, really anywhere north of Interstate 16 in Trutland County, head to your tornado safe place. If you are along Georgia 86 from the Johnson County line, it looks like, I believe that's Johnson County right there. Let me just zoom out and double check. Yeah, so from the Johnson County line all the way down into past Blackville, so Georgia 86 from the Johnson County line to Interstate 16, it is time to head to your tornado safe place. One thing I do want to note, and you see that lightning strike right there? Lightning strikes are atypical in tropical systems, which is what we're dealing with today in parts of central Georgia. And the fact that we're seeing that kind of indicates that the storm is gaining some strength, because we would not be getting, in fact, we've got a few lightning strikes now, we would not be seeing these in a normal tropical system. So the fact that we have some lightning in here now is somewhat concerning. Let's flip back over to the rotation, see where we're talking about, see if we can get some more streets. And so here's the interesting thing that I'll point out. Notice how we have these bright greens right here, and then these gray values. Notice how it's arcing now, which is not good, because that kind of indicates that there is rotation going around. And typically when we have these colors next to each other, that usually is enough to indicate it. But when we see it make a circular feature, that is extra indicative of what we're looking at in terms of impact. So let's make sure nothing's changed on correlation coefficient, and it hasn't. So let's put a new track on this as it moves in towards Blackville and Adrian. We've been talking about Blackville for a minute now. If you've been watching in Blackville and you're saying, it's just a warning and we're not going to do anything about it, now is the time to take action in Blackville, because we do have this signature just to the southwest of Blackville, and this storm is moving to the northeast at about 25 miles an hour. So if you were along Georgia Route 86 between the Johnson-Treutlen County line all the way down to Interstate 16, go ahead and take shelter. If you are on Georgia 15 from Interstate 16 to the Johnson County line, it is time to head to your tornado safe place. We're talking about lowest level of your structure, most interior room, put as many walls between you and the outside as possible, because that is the safest way to protect yourself in an event like this. Now, I've been mentioning earlier, the types of tornadoes that we get in these tropical systems are not strong in nature. They could be strong, but they typically are not. And they're typically short-lived. However, we're going on about 20 minutes now of a pretty good rotation signature moving through Treutlen County, headed towards southern Johnson County and the Adrian area. But most importantly right now, if you are in Blackville, we have been monitoring this rotation here for a while, and it is moving up Georgia 15 just to the west of it right now, and it's going to cross the Georgia 15, Georgia 86 intersection as it continues to move to the north and the east. All right, let's go ahead and throw a new track on this. And 25, there we go. So Keys Church, we're talking about 10:04, Blackville here in the next few minutes. And then if you are in the vicinity of Mount Zion Church, we're talking about 10:08. And I've been talking about this warning expiring at 10 o'clock. So in the next 9 minutes, we're going to wait for some direction on the National Weather Service on what they want to do with this warning. We still have the rotation there on the screen. It's not as strong as it once was, but it's still there. And it's still moving to the northeast at about 25 miles an hour. And it's about to cross into southern Johnson County. So this red line right here is the northernmost extent of the tornado warning. So let me give you an idea of where we're talking about in Johnson County for the northernmost extent. Keys Church is right there. Let me see if I can get a road for you. And we are not coming up with roads in this part of Johnson County. I wonder if we might not have roads in this system in Johnson County, or I'm sorry, this is Emmanuel County. Johnson County is right there in Adrian. So this is coming up on the Emmanuel, Johnson County, Treutlen County, Lawrence County point. That's right there. Here's Emmanuel County, and Johnson County is right there. So we're talking about Adrian in Johnson County, and then this rotation moving to the north and the east, and then into Emmanuel County. Not talking about Swain. And I have lost my screens. If we can get there, we go. So here we go into the southernmost reaches of Emmanuel County, and we're not getting any roads popping up. So let's focus on Blackville, Gopher Ridge Road, Sherbert Street. There is Georgia 86 right here. There's Gopher Ridge Road. Here's County Road 4. There's Sisters Lane. Here is Lake Cassie Road right here. So if you are here in your street right now, if you know where these streets are and they're close to you, it's time to head to your tornado safe place. Let's continue going down the road, or down the stream. Here is Crooked Run Road. There is Wildlife Road. Let's see if we can get some more to pop up in here. There is Spring Valley Road, Fox Run Road, Wildlife Road we just mentioned, Lake Cassie Road we have mentioned. And so there's the rotation there in the Blackville region. So here's what's going to happen now. Emmanuel County is not in our 13 WMAZ viewing area. However, Treutlen County, where we're talking about, Lawrence County, which is also in the warning, and southern Johnson County, also in the warning, is in the 13 WMAZ viewing area. So this is going to cross over the Treutlen-Emmanuel County line, and make it into southern Emmanuel County. As soon as it crosses this black line right here, that's when we hand it off to another CBS station in a different market, and they take over coverage because they are in the Emmanuel County, or Emmanuel County is in their coverage area, and I believe it's Savannah. But let me zoom back out so I can show you what's going on across central Georgia. It is an active afternoon. Here's this tornado warning, the reason why we're on the air. If you're hearing heavy rain, thunder, lightning moving into Upson County, Taylor, Macon County, that is because there is a line of storms moving in. These do have the threat for spin-up tornadoes, but the tornado warning we're talking about is closer to the coast, out Interstate 16, roughly in exits 60 to 70 range. But any of these storms do have the capability of rotating, and that's why we do have a tornado watch in effect until 7 a.m., so all the way overnight for Taylor County, Macon County, Dooley, Crisp, Pulaski, and Wilcox County. That's going to run until 7 a.m. And then here's this tornado warning out here. So I'm showing you this now because I know the tornado watch is in effect for southern and eastern parts, or southern and western parts of our area, but we can still get tornado warnings not in the tornado watch. So as you go to bed tonight, make sure you have 2 ways to receive warnings in case you do need them, because we are looking at the threat of tornadoes all night long until about 7 a.m. That's when this watch is going to expire. And again, here's this active tornado warning that is moving into Emmanuel County, and hopefully we will lose that here at 10 o'clock. If we do lose that at 10 o'clock, we will turn things over to CBS. But as of now, we still have an active tornado warning. And let me see if I can get, there we go. So there's the most recent rotation signature. And the gray area is